What was the most important thing you learned about the genocide?
The most important thing I learned about genocide is how people try to make things better but end up making things worse for everybody. An example of this is when the Khmer Rouge said they would make a classless society for Cambodia so the people could thrive and have a good and happy life. But after the Khmer Rouge tried to achieve that, they ended up killing a great amount of people, which negatively impacted Cambodia in its future and in the present time. I also learned that the event that happened in the past could have been stopped, like if another country went to Cambodia and tried to fight the Khmer Rouge or stop them, so they would be stopped right before they become like a huge threat to the country. Finally, I understand how countries can make so rapid changes that people should always be aware of what's going on, just in case if anything bad happens.
What kind of personal growth did you experience during the project? Did you make any progress toward any personal goals?
I experienced personal growth since I learned more about the genocides and how in the future they could be stopped before a greater amount of people will lose their lives. And I made progress with my personal goals because I wanted to learn more about history of different countries and what struggles they had to go through so they would be able to reach the point that they are right now.
What is the most important thing you learned about the genocide?
The most important thing that I learned about the genocide is that the genocide is always perpetrated by an individual or group that wants to introduce a concept, idea, or way of life by force and oppression to a large population. This goal is obtained by force that then escalates to uncontrolled massive torture and killing, and a whole bunch of negative events.
What kind of personal growth did you experience during the project? Did you make progress towards any personal goals?
For me, throughout the entire unit, I experienced a deep reflection about genocides. When I read the book Alive in the Killing Fields, it really impacted me as it was a real story, and for me, it was really powerful. It made me reflect a lot and realize everything I have and I can be grateful of, and what the main character, Kabuth, had been through, and how he had survived all these horrible events. What is the most important thing you learned about genocide?
The most important thing that I have learned about the genocide is that the big group of people that are killed because of their religions or beliefs for one person or group to gain power. I also learned that it was the main thing about the genocide, which is that all genocides can be stopped.
What do you wish you had spent more time on or done differently, and why?
I would wish to do differently is to help my teammates when doing the work and try to be more active with the model. I give some ideas, but the next time I should give more ideas.